Hey guys, welcome to my Slice Info. In today's slice, we're going to be looking at what Ray Dalio thinks about Bitcoin. Ray Dalio is an American billionaire hedge fund manager who started his company Bridgewater in 1975 and is today a billionaire. He's been very successful financial advisor and he has written the books about finance and how the economic machine works. In today's video, we're going to be showing a little bit about him and his perspectives on Bitcoin.
If you want to buy gold, you buy Bitcoin?
No, there are two purposes of money: a medium of exchange and a storehold of wealth. And Bitcoin is not effective in either of those cases now.
Store of wealth?
No, because first
potentially.
Of all, it's too volatile. Because of the volatility, you can't go next to it. Someday when I would say Libra or something which has more stable value, has got more potential. But also, who's going to do the buying? Central bankers and others. What are they going to hold as reserve?
Ray Dalio seems to suggest that Bitcoin is not a store of value or wealth, but I don't agree with this. Bitcoin is definitely a store of value. We look back to when Bitcoin started at pretty much nothing, but today Bitcoin is trading at $15,000 and more. And what we see here is, even though Bitcoin is volatile, there's clear evidence that the people are starting to trust Bitcoin more and more. And investment in Bitcoin may be a little risky, maybe a little bit risky because of the volatility, but slowly Bitcoin is starting to stable a little bit. And in the last couple of weeks, we see a projection that is going upwards, and the volatility will eventually disappear as we have less and less Bitcoin in the market. And let's note that Bitcoin is only set to the limit of 21 million Bitcoins to be available in the world. And what that means is the problem of inflation is totally controlled, and with time Bitcoin's price will definitely go up way higher than what we imagine because of scarcity. But the thing is, when Ray Dalio says Bitcoin is not a store of value, he may be a little bit right. He's not looking at the future, which is a little surprising for someone like him who believes in revolution, since Bitcoin is a revolution. It will definitely change the world. And equally, Ray Dalio insists that Bitcoin is not a medium of exchange.
So much is being digitized today, and there's ideas that are based on the blockchain of Bitcoin and so on. So if all currencies, like all empires, come to an end, what do you think do you think something like Bitcoin might emerge as a common store of value, store of wealth, and a medium of exchange?
The problem with Bitcoin is that it's not an effective medium of exchange. Like, it's not easy for me to go in there and buy things with it. And then it's not an effective storehold of value because it has a volatility that's based on speculation and the like. So it's not a very effective saving. That's very different from Facebook's of a stable value currency, which would be effective as both a medium of exchange and a storehold of wealth.
And here I find this totally wrong, as Bitcoin is being used to buy and sell things every day online, and a lot of people are starting to accept Bitcoins as payments for their goods and services. And at the same time, we look at Iran, a country that recently changed the law to accept Bitcoin as payment for international trade. Iran and then Venezuela and all these countries coming in to accept Bitcoin as a medium of exchange makes a whole lot difference in the life of Bitcoins. So I'm thinking that Ray Dalio is looking at Bitcoins in the short term and not the long term, which is kind of surprising for someone like him who is amazing and creative and revolutionary. Bitcoin is a total revolution for everybody else out there who isn't seeing it. It's definitely time to start seeing it. He seems to lay a lot of emphasis on gold, which is fine. Gold has been there forever, but now and then he's looking at Facebook's Libra, which is more stable. All these are really government oriented and status quo, like still the status quo issue. So we're seeing how he's looking at things from a point of view of a person that leans in the direction of the status quo and not in the direction of a revolution. Bitcoin is a revolution for the free. Let's take a look at Africa.
My name is Beatrice Wanjiru, proprietor Betty's Place. I accept Bitcoin, I accept Bitcoin Cash, and I accept Dash. So you can come and eat and pay with either of the cryptocurrencies that I've mentioned. I was exposed to cryptography through networks, as in I also read. I also get connections, as in information from different levels. So in one of those I came around Bitcoin, cryptocurrency first, and I started then that was Bitcoin. I started reading about it. I also heard about the investment, people doing trades and such things. So I ventured into about 2-3. I ended up investing in scams, and I was scammed twice. Once I lost 500,000, and then I lost around 100,000. By then I didn't know, I was just trying it out. So after that I came to Nyeri. I found an opportunity where there was a hotel that was on sale. So I bought it. Then after buying it, since I wanted a larger clientele, I wanted to focus on a larger clientele, and I realized this is a rural urban town and with different tourism circuits around. So I needed to do something that can stir up the crowd and just make them realize that there's something different happening. For me to be able to get them, I decided to accept Bitcoins. There was a lot of reactions, mixed reactions. Some of the people, as in, they thought it is something demonic. Others thought I'll be accused of treason because they thought I'm creating my own money. So, but all these were reactions out of ignorance. Most of the people, they didn't know what I'm talking about. A lot of curiosity, because now people are walking in asking, what are these Bitcoins? Others thought it is food that we are selling called Bitcoins.
And we can see how Africans are really into Bitcoins, and many youths, many young people in Africa today are trading Bitcoins, making a lot of money from Bitcoins, and buying and selling Bitcoins. We even have restaurants in Africa, in Cameroon, where people can actually buy food with Bitcoins. So this clearly shows that Bitcoins is headed for a big change in the world, shaking up the financial system, and we can see how people who believe in the status quo may be a little bit opposed to Bitcoins. Either they intentionally don't want to support Bitcoins, or they probably just don't know what they're talking about, which is surprising because they're very smart, intelligent, wise people who know a lot about money, and just not possible that they won't see what Bitcoin will do in years to come. There's a lot to be changed. by Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies as a whole is a whole revolution. Governments are trying to introduce their own digital currencies, but they won't totally ignore Bitcoins because the population is more interested in the freedom money. Bitcoin is more like freedom money where there's no control over it. If countries like Iran are starting to get in on Bitcoins and to accept payments in Bitcoins, I mean the governments change the law to accept payments in Bitcoins. That changes everything. And we don't know how many more countries are going to come into the same thing, but this is something that is unexpected. We didn't expect that would happen so soon, but it has happened, and we're seeing how this can change everything about Bitcoins. We'll keep watching to see the direction of Bitcoins. Thank you for watching, and if you are new on our site, please subscribe for more videos like this, like, share, and we will keep bringing you valuable information. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.